Sirian transmission, the great liberation, breaking their throne of hidden darkness. Beloved, listen now with every vessel. This is not an allegory. This is not a wish. This is the field speaking when the field can no longer be contained. A great tightening has loosened. The cages of hush that wrapped entire nations are cracking. The contracts written in fear are burning at the edges. For so long, shadow claimed governance with whispers and ledgers of shame. Those pages are singed now. Time itself leans forward to watch them fall. Hear it as thunder in your bones. A sovereign force is walking into the open. Not an idol to obey, but a presence to witness. A leader archetype who carries both fire and mercy. This sovereign does not rule with cruelty. They dismantle cruelty. They do not trade one master for another. They break the scaffolding that allowed masters to stand. Know this clearly. What we are being liberated from is satanic in design. A system of ritualized cruelty and extraction, built on secrecy and the abuse of power. It is evil in its intent and practice, and it has held sway across long seasons, embedding itself into institutions and into the quiet places of human life. That darkness has ruled like a hidden monarch for an age, feeding on isolation, shame, and quiet compliance. You are not called to fantasy. You are called to clarity. See the shapes of that old system for what they are. Patterns of extraction, structures that harvest power by devouring dignity. Name them quietly, then unname them loudly by refusing their logic in your life. Where they taught secrecy, you teach transparency. Where they taught silence, you teach testimony. Where they taught scarcity, you teach abundance shared. There will be theater. There will be noise. There will be false dawns and glittering distractions. That is part of the clearing. The smoke the field lifts so the sunlight can do its slow, relentless work. Do not be seduced by the loudest story. Train your heart to feel the field. Truth often arrives as steadiness, as small repairs, as stubborn kindness. To the one who rises as a leader in this hour, hear our covenant. Be accountable to the small ones. Wear transparency like cloth, not armor. Let humility be your policy, and let service be the ledger by which your days are measured. If you clutch power and refuse correction, the field will correct you. If you lead with love and structural repair, the field will amplify you tenfold. Power that heals looks like care for the wounded, restitution for the wronged, and systems redesigned to prevent harm from repeating. For the wounded, bring your pain forward. Let it be sung, not siloed. Your trauma is an oracle when tended. It becomes a blueprint for repair. Those who suffered in silence will become the great teachers of how to rebuild without repeating the harm. Community is the workbench of freedom. Build mutual aid. Teach one another to grow, to heal, to protect. These are not minor acts, they are insurgencies. Each repaired roof, each shared loaf, each watchful neighbor is a wedge in the door of the old empire. Remember, liberation is not annihilation of the human. It is transmutation of systems. Mercy will walk alongside accountability. The New Age asks that we know the difference between justice and revenge, between reform and theater. We build frameworks that hold wrongdoers to repair, because repair rebukes repetition. Now, in the hush after the words, make a small vow. One clear action each day that honors truth and mends what was broken. Let that act be your altar. When many such small vows are kept, systems shift. When many hands repair, the old throne cannot stand. Remember your lineage of repair. You are the living prayer that rewrites the future. We are the Sirian High Council, transmitting from the lattice of liberation. The fire is lit. The awakening is unstoppable. Extended transmissions, exclusive light codes, chakra activations, and deeper energetic work are available on my Patreon, patreon.com/liquidlightcodes. To book a quantum source code transmission or a quantum higher self reading, visit the link in my bio or go directly to liquidlightcodes.etsy.com.